Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Othercide with me, BringItDon. And we need to prepare. First thing I'm going to do is resurrect our level 10
Remember
Scythe
their
Dancer.
courage.
Because she's the only level 10 that we have in the cemetery. And then I'm going to... Alright, so I have a list here. I'm going to try and abide by my list. So first thing I'm going to do is regenerate our Soul Slinger here. Mostly because she has a ton of traits. Or more than... Oh wait, where's she at? Yeah, she has the most traits out of all of my daughters. We're going to regenerate her using our Blade Master to compensate for her lack of damage. So she's going to get plus 226 damage and plus 23% critical damage. Then we only have two level 10s left.
Light grows stronger.
And so what we're going to do here... Whoops. I always do that. What we're going to do here is we're going to bring our level 10 Scythe Dancer. We're going to sacrifice... our Shield Bearer, because she's extremely weak. And my thought process behind this is that our Scythe Dancer can steal a ton of armor, assuming that the boss has armor we can even steal in the first place. So giving her all the bonus health from Amy, an extra 2,055 health on top of all the armor that she has. It's going to stack well, the armor and the health. At least that's my plan. Also, she doesn't have any abilities that cost health. So all that health is just added to her tankiness. It just increases her survivability across the board.
Another hope.
So I Dance of Binding. Yeah, so this is the one that I was just talking about earlier. I interrupt the first action of an enemy and deal up to 988 damage. So any attack, anything, I assume buffs and stuff as well, because it says any action. Very, very good. But that's the only trait she has, sadly. And I keep pressing the wrong thing. Alright, then our Shield Bearer, I was going to get Harmony. We're going to sacrifice... anyone besides Deuce or Serene. So she's level 8, so we do need a level 8 or a 9. We're going to sacrifice Desire into her. I think that's who was already selected, so that works out. So I think probably having more than one Soul Slinger is the way to go, but I don't know what the boss is going to do. Alright, so then we're going to bring her and sacrifice Serene. Alright. Now we have to apply some memories, and we should be all set. But yeah, I don't know what the boss is capable of, so I'm bringing a well-rounded team.
Light grows stronger.
I want to bring one of every daughter. Alright, so now we need to apply some memories. Straight damage buffs if we can. So if we have... yeah, we'll start with cost. We'll start with the more expensive ones. Alright, so we want that for that. Sidestep, we want to get a damage buff if we can, a percentage damage buff, if we can find that. Yeah, by the target by 35%, absolutely. And then we can also We should already have that one here, right? Yeah, 35%. Perfect. And the Scythe Dancer. I don't think any of those really matter here, so I'm not going to bother with those right now. I want Slam to give me the increased damage. So there should be one increases, let's see. Yeah, target takes 30% more damage over whatever. And then Blacksmith's Grace, so I'll just get something cheap to put here. Treasure, yeah, sure. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh boy.
We must break the tie that binds the child to suffering.
Alright, very well-rounded team. Let's see what we can do. We have 3 interrupts, so one of the biggest strengths of the Soul Slinger is its ability to interrupt attacks.
What more must we sacrifice before the end?
But our Shield Bearer, our Scythe Dancer, and our Soul Slinger all have interrupts. And we have a variety of abilities and classes to try and adapt to whatever this guy can do. Because I have no idea what he can do.
The child's only lesson in love left him bereft in this cave.
Alright, I'm gonna double check. I wanna make sure that I am recording. 1 second. Awesome, okay. Oh yeah, I need to see what he does. Shriek deals up 1200 damage to a single target in range. Misery deals up to 500 damage to the furthest daughter in range and slows her by 50% for 50 initiative units. As in 40 initiative units, deals up to 5 damage to all daughters in the area. Severe pain. Changes phase after losing more than 25% of his HP. Okay. So he targets the daughter that's furthest away. Why can't I move? This is a fun little song. Alright, so I'm actually going to keep her the furthest away. I should put Blacksmith's Grace on. It's fine. I'm going to activate this. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's going to put her too far down the timeline. It's okay, we have Spirit Haste for that. I'm going to go ahead and activate... Why won't it let me... Fine, I'll just click on it, I guess. How far can he move? Not very far, actually. I can't scroll now, for whatever reason. It won't let me use the mouse to scoot the screen around. Which is very frustrating. So is he going to move towards us at all? Yeah, a little bit. Not going to attack him yet. Again, Harmony's going to be the furthest behind. And that is intentional. Don't think I need to do anything with her this turn. Well, we do get to go again before, yeah, we are going to use Shadow Round. Probably Intercepting Round as well. Just to play it safe. And Hope can move forward. I forget that Dance of Binding costs health. That was a good little chunk. I'm actually just gonna keep chunking him right here. Well, after this I'm gonna move her away. We need Spirit Haste on her. How much armor? Yeah, he doesn't have any armor, so I can just plug away. Crit across the board. Spirit Haste her. Shadow Round and interrupting or intercepting shot. Honestly, Spirit Burst would have been probably better. We're just gonna keep her the furthest away. Well, actually, you know what? We don't need to do that. Because we can interrupt her, his thingy. I'm gonna activate Deadly Dance here as well. We need a lot of damage off this way between that and Shadow Round. Then I can always Spirit Haste him on the next turn as well. Alright, teleported, not a fan of that. Well, luckily we were still positioned correctly. Ooh, it's a good chunk of damage. Alright, I'm assuming he's in phase 2 now. Let's inspect him. Alright, so has Dreadful Shriek. Deal 1200 damage to a single target in range, then all daughters in the area behind her. Misery, deal 500 damage to the furthest daughter in range. Slows her. Rays of Agony are the same, Torrent of Agony. Child teleports back into the light and charges a powerful ray towards the bottom half of the map, dealing 250 damage to all daughters in the area. Then Mad Pain changes phase after losing more than 50% of itself. Okay. Well, Harmony. Ooh. Yeah, screw that, let's just keep plugging away here. Some good damage. Gonna use Saving Grace as well. Gonna take damage if we don't have to. Can't see the AoE on this. Regardless, she's gonna have to move, so let's do that. Alright, I think we've got this. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Sadly, she's out of range now, but it'll be okay. Got 50%. He's gonna do something new. I'm not going to do anything with her, but let's inspect him first. What's up next here? Action over time. Okay. Let's inspect him. Alright, none of these are new. This does more damage, right? Or is that the same as it was doing? Well. Whoops, didn't mean to take a screenshot. That's it. Trying to hit backspace. Oh, we're messing this guy up. Too many interrupts. He can't do anything. Alright, she was the furthest away. That was unintentional, but well, there wasn't a lot I could do about that. That got a little more complicated. It's fine. We've got the means to succeed. Oh yeah, this turn is going to hurt him really bad. Alright, he's on to a new phase. She's safe right now, I think. I should have looked and see what he could do. I mean, I couldn't do anything about it. Well, that hurt. Didn't realize she was in that. Okay, it's fine. Alright, let's inspect him again. Instant hurt. 1,000 damage to all daughters in the area. Ooh. Okay, Harmony. She should be the furthest away, I think. I don't want to move her that far away, but... just so she's the one that gets hit by his ability and no one else. Yeah, I'll hit her, that's fine. That's what she's there for. Alright, we'll move Peace somewhere safer. Really don't like how I can't scroll the screen around. It makes it really hard to target the enemy. I can't tell if Dance of Binding is in range. It is perfect. Oh, I didn't realize Peace went again before he did. That's fine. Alright, then we can use Blacksmith's Grace and Saving Grace here. Yeah, the biggest problem with this game is the UI and some of, like, I don't know. It's got a few problems, but nothing that can't be. Okay, I would like to Spirit Haste her for increased damage on her next turn. Actually, doing it to her. No, I don't want them to go before him. I'm gonna do it to her. And Harmony, we just need to put back here. Blacksmiths and Saving Grace. I don't think that I necessarily need to. I think we're going to finish it this turn, but I still want to play it safe. I don't want to get cocky. Dance and Binding. I really hate how I can't move the camera. It makes it really hard to do anything here. I really wish Shadowround was up right now. It's a little more damage. And it's gonna go off before he gets to go, so. And yeah, she can't use anything. That's it for her. What's he at? I'm just gonna shoot him. I'm gonna use all 4 of her turns, and then Imbued Blade should finish him off. Actually, she might finish him off this turn. How much health does he have? Yeah, it's all she wrote. First turn, baby, or first try. Oh, that feels good. I just punched myself in the head out of excitement. I mean, not literally, I hit my headset.
More forgotten pain. Let her flourish.
Is this me? No. No, no, no. Angry, yes, but this is too much. Too much hurting. Gone? Is it? Who are you?
No one, but what I could be. A mother?
Don't hurt me. Don't.
Never, my heart.
So I didn't find his mechanics to be...
End this spectacle. You don't belong among souls. Recall who you are, memory. Join our kin. Serve me as I break the veil and claim reality as my own. Or you will understand what suffering is.
You have no place here. This child has chosen peace.
I no longer need anyone. Your daughter's war has fueled the suffering I need to enter reality.
No. No.
I must thank you for this broken creature memory. With her, I build my new home. My paradise. Come. Come, brother. I am waiting.
I like the voice actor for the... what looked like a face hugger heart. Or a heart covered in face huggers. The Long Nightmare. I should thank you. Your suffering made me whole. Come, give me... oh, something.
We must venture into darkness to shed light on an innocent soul.
So someone had told me that the storyline's a little Warhammer 40k-ish. Yeah, I see it there. The war gave the creature the means to cross over into reality, very much like the demons from the warp in Warhammer 40k. But yeah, I didn't find the child's memories to be, or sorry, mechanics to be very difficult. I didn't have a hard time. Like, they stayed the same
Remember,
throughout. Well, I guess it helps if you read the abilities, which is something I didn't do for the first 2 bosses anyway. I didn't really start doing that until the maid fight. His mechanics basically stayed the same, just the one ability, it covered more ground, still easy to avoid, and they increased in damage. And the one ability went from a delayed action to an instant action, but it wasn't anything crazy. You just have to watch your positioning. Blacksmith's Hammer. All daughters gain plus 25% max health points. Hey, we can afford that. May as well grab it. And newborn daughters start at mastery level 10. Oh, I should have grabbed that instead. Oh, here we go, and then skip another era. Fantastic. Let's read about the child. Oh, it's a lot of text. A child. Everyone wears a mask to hide their true nature. Adopted and locked up by the deacon, the chosen one has lived in the shadow of mankind in daylight. Dying from the plague, but made immortal by suffering, the child was caught in an infernal spiral of continuous pain, strengthening his host and gaining immeasurable powers. An ideal specimen for the surgeon and his doctors, the child's body undergoes 1,000 tortures, exploring the farthest reaches of immeasurable pain. When hope came in the form of a young servant, the child finally perceived the human warmth that he had missed so much. An innocent love was born towards this sister, who he refused to let near him, fearing she would be contaminated. How many times did the child have to clench his fists, his forehead pressed against the clay wall of his prison, to forget the screams of his beloved, assaulted by this false, perverse priest? And yet, despite the dangers, the young servant visited the child tirelessly every night. She descended the stairs leading to the cellar, with only a simple candle for light, in order to sing a lullaby to calm this trapped and sick infant. So the text is hard to focus on. She promised him one day that they would be free, that there was still hope to cling to. This makeshift idol was shattered when the deacon discovered the schemes of his servant. Seized with black anger and pernicious jealousy, he locked the maid in the cellar, condemning her to death. Agonizing and feverish, the young woman died in the arms of the broken child. The last dikes of his soul gave way, and the child drowned in a flood of hatred, fully binding himself to the suffering other. He swore the world would be his as he fell into obscurity. The mother. And we have a new memory. Quietus. Adds an attack in his zone around the location of the target doing 200 damage. To defeat the Khan's abomination, I had no choice but to unleash the power of my other. My comrades had already fallen, and only the paladin's chest was still heaving for air, his bones fractured, his arm torn from its socket. The Khan still stood, despairing over his fallen creatures, his eyes bright with madness. A flurry of silks and metal, and the Khan fell to a blade not my own. An unknown knight had struck from behind, grabbing the opportunity to end this war for good. I didn't take the time to thank the anonymous hero, and fled with my loved one. I like it. This is probably my favorite art in the entire game so far. I really like the, does it change as you go up? Yeah. Have I read all of these? No, these are new. I do like all the art for the memories, but yeah, these haven't updated. So a lot of these I haven't read because it didn't, that's frustrating. Only I got notified of the... There we go. The child. The child launches direct and delayed attacks across the map. If there are no daughters in range, he'll move towards the closest and try to attack, then launch a delayed action and end his turn. Keeping daughters out of range of direct attacks and outside the areas of effect is the key to success. Locked in a dark corner of a flooded cellar, alone in endless night, the child grew up in a house of pain and torture until he became the chosen one of the suffering other. Capable of shaping and giving life to his own traumas, this Prince of Darkness has but one goal: to give this cruel world what it deserves in return. With a shrill cry, he breaks the veil and tears reality, allowing his dark companion to be born into the world of the living. The Dark Corner is created, a place frozen in space and time between two worlds, where souls and flesh coexist to feed the nucleus of suffering. I have just a few more things. I see 3 new enemy types, and that's it. I'm still upset about these memories, though. I'm only missing 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, darn it. 8. Yeah, some of these I recognize I haven't read. Maybe at the end I'll go through all of these and just try and showcase all the ones I unlocked. I'll be upset if I don't find some of them. Because I don't think they're guaranteed. I think they're randomized. Well, regardless, we did it. We beat the child on the first try. It's really exciting. And I think this is the final era. I think there's only 5 eras in the game. So we just have to work through this one, beat the final boss, and that's it. Awesome. I feel really good about that. It's taken me 4 bosses to do it, but I finally beat one on the first try. But it just goes to show you need to stop and actually read the boss's abilities and understand what he does. Because otherwise I would have charged my shield bearer in, and probably my soul slinger would have taken all that damage from his one ability that struck the furthest daughter away. So, but yeah, I'm going to call this one here. In the next one we'll start Era 5, or the 5th era, and see if we can't wrap up the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.